Hello again. Today I'm at Bergen Airport Flesland, flying the same pattern in two different flight sims. And well, you guessed it, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 and X-Plane 12. I use both flight sims, and as we all know, they both have their pros and cons. Today we're flying what's available for us. So in Microsoft 2024 it's the default Cessna 172 G1000, and in X-Plane 12 I have the Airfoil Labs Cessna 172 Digital. It's of course not a pair comparison with a default aircraft and one payware, but that's not the main topic of today's video. Today I want to show you a little bit about rudder input. As we all know, you need to use rudder inputs together with your ailerons to do coordinated turns, and especially in the takeoff phase of the flight, because then the P factor and the left turning tendency of the aircraft is much greater due to the full throttle. What I find interesting though is how you can see me in the X-Plane video, how I have to constantly manipulate the rudder inputs. Whereas in the Microsoft video I don't use rudder inputs at all after, of course, my takeoff run. But in all the turns in the circuit I then don't use rudder inputs at all. And of course I don't use any assistance, so that's not the issue. And for the sake of this video, I guess it turned out to be a comparison video after all. I have mixed the audio so that you can hear what it sounds like from Microsoft Flight Sim and from X-Plane if you look at the red sound icon in the left side of the video. And once again, in the top video I am not using any rudder input at all, and for a flight simulator, even for a default aircraft, I think that ruined the immersion quite a bit, especially for me at least. I know there are some developers out there who has gotten these rudder inputs modeled quite nicely, so it is possible at least in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So I really hope Salvuz steps up and make this right. Okay, enough of a rant from me there. Let's enjoy the visuals, and as you can see, both simulators are capable of showing off some really nice visuals. Of course, Microsoft Flight Sim is the top one when it comes to visuals, but X-Plane isn't all that far behind. And yes, I am using orthos for XP, and the XP version of Bergen Airport Flesland is actually made by me, Hinder, and the Microsoft Flight Sim version is by Salvuz. And he recently also released the 2024 version of this airport, but I haven't downloaded it yet, so this is the 2020 version. Okay, so just starting my turn for right base to runway 17, and flap 1 is just set, and I apply flap 2 here on the base leg, and then flap 3 on final. So you can have a look at the RPM settings and look how you think it compares if you have any real-world flight experience. I try to maintain 80 knots here on base, and then 75 and 65 over the threshold. Touchdown there, and reducing speed to make exit onto Alpha 4. Let me know in the comments how you use your simulators. Do you stick with just one, or do you mix them both, or maybe even more? I hope with this comparison to encourage you to try Microsoft Flight Sim if you haven't tried that, and try Explain 12 if you haven't tried that. They both are great simulators, and in the end what makes them a game or a simulator is of course the way you use it.